Get ready for cargo shots from the Strat Times, presented by HACTL. Here's a weekly roundup of the latest air freight and logistics news.
How many tons of flowers were transported by air this Valentine's season? How many A350F orders did Airbus receive so far? And what can you expect from Africa's premier air cargo event taking place next week in the Kenyan capital city of Nairobi? Stay tuned with us as we discuss the top interesting stories of this week from the world of air cargo. I am Nikita Sebastian and you are watching Cargo Shots presented by HACTL. Record-breaking flower shipments take to the skies this Valentine's Day. This Valentine's Day season saw a surge in flower shipments, with several airlines and logistics companies reporting record-breaking volumes. Avianca Cargo transported around 18,000 tons of flowers from Colombia and Ecuador to North America, operating approximately 300 cargo flights to key hubs like Miami and Los Angeles. LATAM Cargo transported nearly 25,000 tons of flowers from Colombia and Ecuador to the US over the last 3 weeks. The company operated over 420 departures from Bogota, Medellin, and Quito, leveraging its largest cargo fleet in the region. Swissport International expanded its flower corridor infrastructure to key European air cargo destinations for the transport of fresh flowers from Kenya to Europe. The company expects to handle over 250 million flowers at its air cargo center in Nairobi, Kenya. Challenge Group tripled its capacity by upgrading some flights with a Boeing 747-400 freighter aircraft. Over the past 2 weeks, Challenge Handling in Liège managed over 30 flights from different customers, moving over 3,000 tons of fresh flowers. Qatar Airways Cargo has transported 2,800 tons of flowers, the equivalent of 42 million fresh-cut red roses from Kenya and South America in time for Valentine's Day. From Nairobi, the carrier transported almost 1,600 tons of red roses, and from Bogota and Quito, it carried close to 1,200 tons to key markets including Amsterdam, Middle East, Asia, and Australia. Tariff uncertainty drives down global air cargo rates. Global air freight rates declined 2.7% in the week ending February 10, according to the TAC index. Market participants are closely watching the impact of potential tariffs on exports from China to the US. Rates from China to the US were slightly down. Outbound rates from Hong Kong and Shanghai declined, while rates from Europe were mixed. Frankfurt saw a significant increase in outbound rates, particularly to Asia, while London Heathrow rates dropped. US outbound rates rose, led by higher rates from Chicago to Europe and Miami to South America. Overall, rates remain volatile amidst trade uncertainty. Airbus receives a total of 63 A350F orders as of January 2025. European aircraft manufacturer Airbus has released its monthly orders and deliveries report for January 2025. Notably, regarding its upcoming new freighter, the Airbus A350F, the manufacturer received orders including 10 aircraft from Starlux, 8 from CMA CGM Air Cargo, 7 from Etihad Cargo, 7 from Air Lease Corporation, 7 from Singapore Airlines Cargo, 6 from Cathay Pacific Cargo, 5 from Turkish Cargo, 4 from Air France, 4 from Martinair, 2 from Silkway West Airlines, and 3 from an undisclosed customer, totaling 63 aircraft orders. The undisclosed customer is speculated to be Etihad Cargo, which previously confirmed exercising an option for 3 A350F. But the latest report shows only 7 aircraft on order, not 10. Airbus will begin final assembly of the A350F this year, with a payload capacity of 111 tons and a range of 4,700 nautical miles. Embraer's E-Freighter receives full certification from EASA. Embraer's E-Freighter, the E190F, has received full certification from the European Union Aviation Safety Agency, making it eligible for global operations. In 2024, it also secured certification from the Federal Aviation Administration and the National Civil Aviation Agency of Brazil. The E-Freighter took its first flight in April 2024 and made its public debut at the Farnborough Air Show in July 2024. EASA certification is a key milestone in the passenger-to-freighter conversion program. E-jets converted to freighters offer 40% more volume capacity, triple the range of large cargo turboprops, and 30% lower operating costs than larger narrow bodies. The E190F has a maximum structural payload of 13,500 kg, combining capacity under the floor and main deck. DHL China Plus X strategy to strengthen supply chain resilience. DHL Global Forwarding has released a white paper named China Plus X, the new global supply chain, highlighting the importance of diversifying supply chains beyond China. The paper identifies India, Vietnam, Hungary, and Mexico as strategic alternatives, offering infrastructural investment and trade-friendly regulatory environments. To successfully implement a Plus X strategy, companies must consider 5 essential criteria: transportation infrastructure, cost structure, infrastructure quality, skilled workforce availability, and regulatory environment understanding. The concept of China Plus X emerged as a response to the global supply chain disruptions caused by 4 major events: the US-China trade war sparked by President Trump's tariffs in 2019, the COVID-19 pandemic and China's lockdown in 2020, the escalation of the trade war with punitive tariffs on Chinese goods, and the ongoing rise in geopolitical tensions between China and its major trading partners. Air Cargo Africa to take place in Nairobi from February 19 to 21, 2025. Air Cargo Africa 2025 is set to take place from February 19 to 21, 2025 at the Sarit Expo Center in Nairobi, Kenya. The 3-day exhibition and conference brings together global leaders, industry experts, and key stakeholders to shape the future of air cargo on the continent. Under the theme Air Cargo in Africa, primed for growth despite all odds, discussion will focus on expanding trade, leveraging new technologies, and tackling infrastructure challenges. This premier event, part of the Transport Logistic Trade Fair organized by Messe in Munchen, is expected to gather over 2,000 visitors from 60-plus countries, with more than 60 exhibitors showcasing the latest in air freight solutions. Stat Media Group is curating a series of conference sessions featuring over 30 speakers who will share insights and trends in the global air freight industry with a special focus on the African continent. The exhibition will showcase the latest air freight solutions, providing a platform for networking with industry leaders. Additionally, attendees will have numerous opportunities to network with potential partners and like-minded professionals from across Africa and beyond. Another highlight of the event is the Gala Award Night, where the Stat Trade Times International Award for Excellence in Air Cargo will be presented. We will bring you key highlights from the Air Cargo Africa 2025 in the next episode. Thank you for joining us on this week's Cargo Shots. Stay updated by hitting the subscribe button on our YouTube channel and visiting www.stattimes.com for daily news updates. We will be back next week with a new episode of Cargo Shots featuring more interesting stories.
You've been watching Cargo Shots from the Stat Trade Times, presented by HACTL. See you next week with more updates from the air cargo and logistics industry.